back to my channel. It's CandigirlChats. I'm here today with another Yashahime Series episode. As you can tell from my last Yashahime video, this is one of my favorite animes. Inuyasha was my favorite. Yashahime is doing a good job in my opinion, so I'm just excited to talk all things about it. Let's get right into today's episode. So today I'm going to talk about episodes 1 through 14 and kind of summarize it and figure out like where are Inuyasha and Kagome, because that seems to be the main question. We know where Sango and Moroku are. We seemingly know where Rin is and also where Sesshomaru is. So just to recap, Yashahime is the sequel anime to Inuyasha, where it discusses the offspring, the daughters, the twin daughters basically, of Sesshomaru and Rin. It has now been confirmed that Rin is the mother of the twins and Sesshomaru is their father. Also, the show has Moroha, who is the daughter of Inuyasha and Kagome. Some other characters involved are Sango and Moroku's son Hisui, Sango's little brother Kohaku, and some newer characters that we meet. Now, everyone who's watched Inuyasha, who has also watched Yashahime's main question is, where is Inuyasha and Kagome? What happened? How did they get separated from their daughter? And where are they going to come back out? During the first 14 episodes, we don't really get a lot of clues. We get like some flashbacks, some hints from Myoga and all of that, but we really don't know. Episode 15, which comes out next week, will, I think, give us a really big clue, which is why I'm doing this series now about what's happened so far, so that next week when that episode comes out, I can talk solely about that episode and what it directly unravels. Because I've seen the promo, I've watched the promo video, I've seen some discussions, and it's probably going to be a really big episodes in terms of where Inuyasha and Kagome are. So what we know is that after the final act, 20 years later, is the setting place for Yashahime, and for the twins' point of view, Rin and Sesshomaru had them. It was pointed out in the episode 14 that Sesshomaru may have ordered one of the demons to set the forest on fire, which caused them to be separated, and for Towa to go to the modern day Japan and Setsuna to be here, left alone in feudal Japan. It's in one of the flashbacks where you see the demon saying, okay, so I'm gonna get rid of these twin girls, I'm gonna set the forest on fire. But he didn't know that they survived, and he's like, oh no. Once he realizes that they're grown, they're not adults, but they've grown and they lived, now he has to try to get rid of them again, but ultimately fails. So we're unsure if Sesshomaru wanted his daughters to be killed or if he was just indifferent. He has that very like, I don't give a fuck vibe, so we're not really sure. Rin, on the other hand, has been stuck in some sort of comatose dreamlike state, and we're trying to figure out what that's all about. It hasn't been said, but it's like speculated that the reason Setsuna, one of the daughters, has had her dreams stolen and can't go to sleep is because it's being taken from her mother. Like, not consciously because she's unconscious, but one of the ways to keep her well and alive is to have that energy taken from her daughter. So also hasn't fully been unraveled, but these are just some points that we have to make. Now with Inuyasha, Kagome, and Moroha, it was shown that when Moroha was a baby, Inuyasha and Kagome were about to fight one of the demons, and it was a very large battle, and probably knowingly that something bad was going to happen or that they were possibly in a lot of danger, Kagome sent Moroha with wow, I can't believe his name just slipped out of my mind. I'm gonna put it somewhere. The raccoon dog, Moroku's raccoon dog, sent her with him, and that was probably the last time they saw each other. She gave him the gave her the rainbow pearl and her little Inuyasha makeup stuff that she puts on, and sent her away. And she hasn't seen them since, and she has no memory of them because she was a mere infant. So really have to figure that out, kind of what happened at that battle. Now, from the episode's point of view, we start, episodes 1 through 14 is the journey of Towa being in modern Japan with Kagome's family, and she is kind of just like living her life, trying to fit in as a half demon, and Setsuna and Moroha come through the tree that she came through, and they meet her. And it's figuring out who are these people, what is happening, you're like me, you're not like me, what is going on. They have to fight some demons, and then they are transported back into feudal Japan. But on their way there, they come across the tree, and the tree is telling them that they need to defeat Sesshomaru. Like, they need to kill their father. And they're like, no, we're not gonna do it. And the tree's like, okay, well, we'll see how this all unfolds after you go through a bunch of shit. Like, you'll come around to this idea, basically. And then we go through a couple episodes where Towa's learning feudal Japan. She's kind of getting the gist of things. She's learning all the demon senses she's suppressed all these years. And Setsuna is still like, you're not my sister. Like, I don't know you. She's very, stone-faced cold for probably many reasons. And Moroha's a bounty hunter, so there's a couple episodes of, going on bounties with her and learning about her powers and her strength as a quarter demon. So it's very interesting just to see kind of like generational, what got passed down through the mother and the father. But yeah, some new demons, and there's some new allies that we meet that help kind of tell the story. During one of the episodes, you kind of see Towa go through the same thing that Inuyasha went through, which is during the full moon, she loses her demon powers, just like Inuyasha did, but Setsuna does not. And it's possibly connected to her having her dream stolen by the butterfly, which that whole thing connected to Rin is just so interesting. So, what we know so far during these first 14 episodes, it's building a really good pace of what's happened so far, kind of sprinkling in a couple of flashbacks from the past. We know Moroku and Sango are still alive. They're chilling. Well, they're not chilling, but they're not dead, basically. But Moroku does make a reference to a great battle that he was in, and now that he doesn't have his wind tunnel, he realized how weak he was. So he was probably also a part of that big battle where Inuyasha and Kagome had to figure out safety for Moroha. Now episode 15 has been promoted, and it's seemingly that it's going to give away where Inuyasha and Kagome are, that Sesshomaru possibly have them locked inside of a rainbow pearl. It's unclear based on the promo, but episode 15 is definitely going to give us some more information, and we see more of Rin in her comatose like state, so it'll give more background to actually what happened to her. And it does finally verify in canon Sesshomaru and Rin did have Towa and Setsuna, so those are their parents. So I'm very excited. Thanks for, doing this little quick rundown video with me before we get to big episode 15. I'm going to make a video about it, and then probably after that, I will do another check-in after a couple more episodes, but I know episode 15 is going to be big, so it's going to be its own video. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I hope you're enjoying Yashahime just as much as I am. Comment down below what your thoughts are, and give this video a big thumbs up, and subscribe, and turn that notification bell on, because I have so many more videos coming up that I want you guys to see. Thank you. Bye guys.